Hi, I'm Anna of Kelp Mama Pilates, and I'm here to give you a intermediate mat class. This is what I use for my dancers at a ballet studio who have been taking the mat class for almost a year now. So it is definitely not a beginning class. We use a theraband and we use a ball. So of course you can modify it. I have some students who use a block. It's a little challenging that way, but you're welcome to try it that way. If you don't have a ball, you can also use a couch pillow or something that will give you a little bit of tension and be something that you can push against. And then for the band, the stretchiness is up to you. This is the green theraband. I think they call this heavy. But of course, if yours is too strong, then just give yourself a little more slack. And if yours is too stretchy, well then just choke up on it a little bit. So you can modify it based on what you have and what your needs are. There are some other videos for some technique in detail on my Kelp Mama YouTube site that you may choose to explore. And I think there are also some beginning mat classes for people who are just starting out, and that's where I would recommend that you start. So this mat class addresses the needs of a dancer, but are good for everybody. And not only do the dancers take the class, but a lot of their parents do as well, which is fun. So starting laying on your back, arch your back so that your tailbone touches the mat, and then roll through, finding every single vertebra onto the mat, elongating your spine. Make sure T12 gets down, your thoracic 12 vertebra on the opposite side of your ribs. Make sure that's down. All the way up, tip your chin, and elongate your spine on the mat. And hold that just for a moment. And then relax to neutral spine. Neutral spine is something that we talk about a lot in my classes. In this position with your fingertips on your pubic bone, the heels of your hand on your hip bones, or your ASIS, and your thumbs towards your belly button. So you look like this. So here we are. We need to find neutral spine. Arching so that your fingertips point down, that's 12 o'clock. Thumbs down is 6. Over to the right is 3, and over to the left is 9. So let's roll around without using our glutes or feet, just your belly. 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3, 6, 9, and the other way. 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3. Neutral spine is when those hands are perfectly neutral, not tilted to one specific side or direction. So you may have to lift your head to check if your hands are perfectly level in both directions. That is your neutral spine, and that's the place you want to work from as often as you are able. Holding your spine in neutral, hands down by your side. Take a little inhale here. Narrow your waist on 1. Take your belly to your spine on 2. Ribs are in on 3. The tailbone to pubic bone muscle needs to be lifted into your body. Hold it there. Take a little inhale and stitch your muscles of your belly together. Another inhale into your side ribs. Exhale, relax everything. Let's do it again. I'm going to move this hand so you can see, but I'd like your hands down by your side. Narrow your waist on 1. Take your belly to your spine on 2. Put your ribs in on 3. Lift the tailbone to pubic bone muscle into your body. Knit your belly muscles together. Inhale into your side ribs and exhale, cinch it tight. Hold it there. So from the top of your ribs to the top of your ASIS, your pelvis, keep that tight. Isolate your left knee and hip and open your right knee to the side and put it back. Your left knee should not move. Your left hip should not move. Your belly stays perfectly still. This is not a flexibility exercise. This is a stability exercise. We're looking to stabilize the pelvis here. You can, I recommend putting your hands on your ASIS, on your hip bones. You can rest your elbows on the mat, or if you want a progression, lift them off. Open to the side and put it back. Left knee stays still, open side and put it back. One more, open side and put it back. And now switch. So the right side is still, left opens and put it back. Your hip doesn't move, your knee does not move. Your left knee opens to the side and put it back. Open to the side and back. Open to the side and put it back. Belly in, open side. And then bring your right leg into tabletop. And that's 90 degree at the hip, 90 degree at the knee. Hold it there. And open side. And put it back. Again, your left hip and your left knee do not move. So this might be a very small motion. You might discover you can only open a tiny bit. That's okay. This is, again, building stability. It's not flexibility. And put it back. Open side. Progression is to take your elbows off the mat, keeping the left knee, left hip still. And set down your right. And bring up your left. Right hip stays still, left opens and comes back. Left opens and back. Left open and come back. So you're really working on warming up the transverse abdominis. You're working on maintaining that neutral spine, belly to your spine, ribs in. Hold it here. One hand on your belly. The other hand tests your back. So I usually put my thumb under my waist to feel, and we want to make sure that you do not arch when you bring your other leg up. Set down your left. So you're looking for pooching here. If you pooch when you bring it up, then you're using the wrong muscle. We also don't want to arch the back. So you're working on building those muscles to work close together. So keeping that belly in, set down your right, scoop it in, armpits down, and scoop it up. Set down the left, scoop it in, and up, and right, and up. So right down the center, hold that tabletop position. That's a lot of work right there, and it's really good for you. Right down the center, you have a strip of bacon muscle called the rectus abdominis. Your 8-pack or 6-pack looks awesome when you're at the beach. Not awesome for doing a lot, like 90% of activities. It's not connected to what you need it to be connected to. The transverse abdominis wraps all the way around, attaching to the spine, and that's where it meets the multifidus, the muscle on either side of your spine that you can feel. So we want to use the transverse abdominis. That muscle is connected into your serratus, which wraps around like the serrated edges of a knife. Your serratus pulls down here, that wraps into your TA, your rhomboids, right? Latissimus in the back. Not to mention all the lower leg muscles. So we're tapping into the psoas, we're tapping into the entire body by using this. Hold that tabletop. Hold it. So if you're pooching when you lift that second leg, then you're using rectus. And it's a very pushy muscle. It's not the muscle we want though. So really work on building that core muscle. If you're struggling right now, what you can do, this is not a beginning class though, so I would recommend to take a beginning class. Pin your low back and try it. And start building your core, but that's not a place to stay. You don't want to build your muscles with your low back pinned down. That's not what we're aiming for. We're aiming for a functional strength. Ribs in, belly in, scoop it up. Here we go. Let's start our warm-up. Right foot on the mat and return. Left foot to the mat and return. Right foot down and return. Left foot all the way down. Return. Reach out far enough so the knee stays in 90. Left foot down and return. Let's elevate that. Arm comes by your head and return. Left arm open and return. If this bothers your shoulder, please bring your arm closer to the ceiling. That's perfectly fine. And return. Left. And return. Right, keep your belly working, keep your low back in that beautiful neutral spine. And now we're going to elevate this, lifting your head and shoulders. Your arm will come up to your ear and return, and up, and return. Belly scooped. So here you can start pulling your armpits down into your body and feeling that activation. And let's go a little quicker. Left, and right, and left, and right, left, and right. Very nice. Here, bring them to tabletop, hands on your knees, and work yourself up so that you're using your biceps to really dig into that scoot, armpits down. Inhale, exhale around. Inhale, exhale around. Your legs are as low as you can support with your belly and your back. Inhale, single legs, single. Scoop into your belly. And now we twist, armpit to knee, armpit to knee. Pilates bicycle, the knees come only to 90. Back to center, lift a little higher, armpits down, inhale, scoop, inhale, exhale around, inhale, exhale around. Single legs. Arms wide. One more. Good. Lift a little bit higher. Armpits down. Inhale. Exhale around. Single leg. Single. Scoop higher. Pull with your belly. And twist. Twist like you're on a skewer. Back to center. Set everything down and find your ball. This goes right under here. Yep, like that. And have a sip of water.